Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo. So keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show. Happy episode 680. It's currently 12:05 a.m. So it's a late one. And I know, technically speaking, I didn't record a show on August 29th because it is now August 30th because it's 12:05. But I've said it from the start, as long as I record a show before I go to bed, that's all I care about. And as long as I just record it, and that's it. As long as I do record something, then I'm good. And the streak continues. So, 680 days in a row. I think technically it's 678 because I did episode 1, break, episode 2, may have broke, took a break, whatever. And then that's when the streak kicked off. But whatever, 680 days in a row, over 700 episodes. Pretty cool. The reason why it's so late is because Lexi and I went to one of her friend's birthdays for dinner in Salt Lake. Then we came home, and then we actually just had a deep conversation kind of about political things and rabbit holes and religion and things like that. It was very cool. We never talk about that stuff, which probably should more. I don't know. But we talked about that for a good hour and a half. And now we're here, and now I need to record the show and then go to bed. So anyway, so today I got more of people on Notion for Mina's team, which is cool. It's exciting. I got more feedback about how people use the system. One of the people, they will only be using Notion on their phone, which is interesting. I never considered the fact that somebody might only be using their phone. So that kind of makes me want to rethink some things, because if somebody's only using their phone, I can't pander to that. I can't, I got to make sure that whatever I make is definitely for desktop, because that's what you're supposed to be using it for. But the phone version works. It's just not the same. For example, on computer, if you have 4 columns or whatever of text, on the phone, you're only going to see one column, but you're going to see one column after the other 4 times. So, bummer. And then the databases and stuff. Matter of fact, I'm going to open it up on my phone real quick just to see what she saw. Because, my phone's about to die. Holy shit. 1%. Holy shit. Okay, got it. She actually added a client when she wasn't supposed to. She created a client when all she had to do was click a button. She added the name, the date, the note, all that. All she had to do was click one time and everything was done. And I'm looking on my phone, actually, and that's pretty straightforward. It actually is pretty... Yeah, that's nice. So I don't know. But anyway, she said, hey, I made the client on my end. Now what do I need to do? And I'm like, well, actually, you didn't need to do that at all. All you have to do is click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 clicks. The only thing you have to type in would be notes if you have any. Or that's it. But very little clicks. But the reason why I bring this up is because I got feedback just seeing how somebody used this. And I got feedback from the first girl, Victoria, when she did the closer form, because she's like, hey, I did it this way. And I'm like, obviously you had no way of knowing, but that is absolutely the incorrect way of doing it. So I'm getting feedback, and it's cool. And I'm excited to see how, when I get this up and running for everybody, how everybody uses it and the things that they see and the things that I can improve based on what they think and how they want to perform and things like that. And going off of that, I think that I could absolutely get a testimonial from every person on every team. So rather than just having a testimonial from Mina, Dawson, and Trey, I would have a testimonial from Mina and then 9 people on his team, and then Dawson, and the 12 people on his team, and then Trey, and the however many people on his team. Because they're the people using the product. And even though they're not the ones who purchased the package and are paying for it, they're using it. And so getting, reviews and responses, testimonials or whatever, that's valuable because they're the ones actually using it. So to have Mina give a testimonial, that's great. But to also have Andrew, who's the training coach or the head coach, the head fitness coach, whatever, for him to use it and then say, yeah, I made so much easier designing programs. Like, that's valid. So when I think about it this way, it's like, holy shit, I may have 3 clients right now, but I pretty much have 30 testimonials as long as I get every single one of them to give me one, Oh, man. That just got me thinking I'm going to have to make a new sheet for the VAs for Trey's team here soon, because technically today is August 30th, but it's the episode is for I always say October, dude, what the fuck? This episode is for, I almost said it again, is for August 29th, 2025. Yeah, so on Tuesday, that'll be Monday. Why can I not do that in my head? Yeah, Monday, it'll be the 1st. And then they will need that sheet. And it's just, I don't want to, it's all good, but I don't want to. So anyway, I was thinking about that, and it's pretty exciting because you can do a lot with all those testimonials. You can, chop them up and put half of it here, half of it there. And that's just good. The more social proof that I can have that what I have to offer is working, the better. In the small time that I was messaging people on Instagram to get them to see or to want to buy my thing, it was very brief. I did like 10 people. I even talked about it, made a Notion template and everything. 2 of them, I believe, said, hey, I don't need a business coach. I already have one and he's great or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not a fucking business coach, dude. I'm a KPI and metrics nerd. I'm going to help you with your back-end systems. I think one person also said he has a coach and you're already good on your back-end systems. And, if you only have like 10 or 20 clients, you probably just need a spreadsheet and a couple hours a day. But if you're running a full-scale operation, you have a team, you definitely need more than Google Sheets. You need a whole collaborative workspace. That's what I believe. And it seems to be the case after seeing Trey and Dawson and Mina work. They needed a spot to get shit done, for sure. But what I did today was yawn 25 times. What I did today was I went on my Instagram, that's Bryson.sessions, and I just revamped the bio, changed my name from Bryson to not a business coach, and it said something like KPIs and metrics nerd, something like that, but like not a business coach. And I don't think that was necessary or important to do at all today. But I went there and did it, and definitely going to be something I roll with, I think. Just not a business coach, because I think people's first impression when you reach out, it's like, hey, can I help you with your back-end systems, is that you are some kind of business coach. And like, I'm not that at all. I'm learning business myself. I can't coach you on business, but I can help you with your numbers 100%. But anyway, so a few episodes ago, well, I guess for a full fucking week, I was just struggling with the automations thing. I was really trying to figure it out. And there was a guy, or I couldn't figure it out. So I reached out to the Make community, the forums, posted, and I said, let me actually go to it so you can, I said, I've tried what seems like everything. Every night I want to grab all the rows from a database and then sum the fields into another database as one row. So in database 1, I might have 200 rows of data. Let's say one column has 5 in the numbers for every row. So if I have 200 rows and every column for numbers is 5 times 200 is 1,000. And that's exactly what it should say in the second database, but it should do that for each property. And then I said, if I can figure this out, I will be all caps, all bold, all italic, ecstatic. And I figured it out myself, which is cool. But somebody responded yesterday and they said, try this. Search objects, array, aggregator, set multiple variables, update, create database item depending on specific needs, map, and then sum it with the variables module. And then they sent a screenshot of what it would look like. And I thought, there's no fucking way that works, because what I built was huge and there was a lot of moving parts. So for every one property that I'd want to sum up into a total, it would be 2 little modules. So if I had, 20 things that I wanted to sum up, that'd be 40 different little modules, and it just gets complex really quick. This guy's model, you only use 4 total for the entirety of the whole thing. 4, that's it, 4. And I was like, well, hot damn. So I just copied what he did, and it worked perfectly, and probably better than what I built. And I said, this works 100%, thank you. I did figure out another way, and that was creating multiple variables with a router, then having one get multiple variables module before the create database item module. As you can see from the screenshot, it works, but it would get real messy real fast. With this method, I was able to actually figure out more of how to get the data I want. With your method here, how can I also count the amount of times a property contains or is equal to text? For example, I have a payment package property with a paid in full and a month-to-month as the options. Is it possible to use your same setup, simple and clean, to also count exact matches of text, checkboxes, names, dates, etc.? This works absolutely perfect for what I need, so thank you so much for helping me out. And I sent a screenshot, and then same person says, you can likely use the map function, including the filter parameter, the contains parameter, the length parameter, to achieve the count of text. Array functions, documentation here. And then when I click on here, it takes me to a whole array functions help center. And this is where I get confused. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. But it's fine because, for starts, I solved the problem. I know how to fix it. I know how to use it. Now comes refining it, making it better. And this would be the better. So, yes, I figured it out. And yes, we're good to go. And yes, I can continue working. But this new method is cleaner and it's going to save me more time. It's going to be easier for sure. So I just need to learn how to do this. So there's a video and it says how to extract an item and or its value from an array, which is exactly what I need to do actually. So I'm not being racist, but I guarantee you this is an Indian.
Hey guys, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can extract an item or its value.
And that's just an observation because Indian people are smart as fuck and they're usually on top of this stuff. So that's not racist, that's just an observation. So eat my ass. But it looks like use JSON generator to create JSON data structure to make. See, that's just gibberish to me, dude. Use the JSON generator to create a JSON data structure to make an HTTP request. Send grid example. What? Extract an item and or its value from an array of collections. From an array of collections, names, emails, IDs, you can extract an item, email, and or exact value of an item, specific email, using functions. Yeah, I just want it to count how many times something happens. Seems like I can't use AI for this shit because it just has no idea what the fuck's going on. So it's funny because this is how it would have been in the past. If you don't know how to do something, you got to go to the forums. And if the forums don't know, then you're never figuring it out, you know? But now it's like, oh, just use AI. If AI doesn't know, then it's like, pre-2020 or whenever AI came out. I don't know, 2018. Started using ChatGPT probably, I don't know, 2022. I don't know. Hope I get a list of stats and graphs and shit when I die so I can see when my rate of learning or rate of progress in life as a whole started to go up. Was it any time where AI was included or, I don't know. I'm a metrics nerd, dude. Hopefully whatever you do for your profession is what you get a recap of. I don't know. I love this shit. Honestly, that's kind of really all I have to report today. It's just working for me and stuff. Went on a date with Lexi tonight. It is a Friday, technically. And we just moved our schedule around. So date night was a Friday instead of a Saturday. So now tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be my Sunday. And then Sunday is going to be my Friday. To make up for the kind of the switcheroosies of everything. But anyway, that's all I have. I am going to bed. So appreciate you guys listening. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.